on the camera and we always make fun of her. Hey guys!
Welcome!
Welcome!
Water and wine.
Water and wine. We're gonna give y'all a few minutes to get on here. I sure hope you have your ingredients ready. For those of you who have been joining us and been asking for the ingredient list, I actually did it. I actually put it out there on our story.
I shared it. I shared it, y'all.
And hey, we've got our song playing, and we have no rights to this. I do have an ASCAP license though, so I can play music.
It's good.
Yeah,
without a
so that covers us. Yeah, but we don't have anybody on here yet, so I'm not going to introduce Mia yet.
No. Okay.
No.
So we can do that. We can do that without a license. That's great.
It's ASCAP license. I pay a lot of money to be able to.
Hey, Kristen.
Because
I wondered about that.
Yeah, well, with the businesses, when you're playing radio or live music that is copyrighted,
yes,
you have to pay those copyright.
Right.
So
you do it.
Oh yeah.
So you know what you're going to play.
No, you just pay a yearly contract. Okay. Yeah, and it covers you for all the time. Yeah, it's just another
nothing is free.
No.
What's that?
Yeah. But the ASCAP, it covers us. Hey guys, I'm seeing some people pop on. Who's on there? Hey Kristen. And Gracie just clocked out from work.
I ain't putting my hand up there.
No, don't make it go away. So for those of you who are joining us, I have a special guest today that I'm super excited about. This is Mia. And pronounce your last name for me.
Mbroh.
Mbroh.
That's it.
And it's spelled M-B-R-O-H.
Correct, but you can just call me Mia.
Mia Mbroh.
Yes.
Mia.
Yes.
Mia and I are, so we had Guynell from Lang Twins Winery visit us today and kind of gave us the lowdown of what's going on with Lang Twins this year, and we're super excited about some of the things, but she dropped some wine off for us, and so we're enjoying their Chenin Blanc. And Chenin Blanc, oh my goodness, goes so well with so many things. It's my favorite summer wine. It literally is so light.
It's delicious.
Yeah, it's so light.
Crisp. Mm-hmm. Very crisp.
Yes, great for sipping on the back porch. When it's hot. But today we're sipping it with
Hey Donna
fruit bread pudding. Hey Donna Elston. So listen, I really quickly before we start on our bread pudding, I want to just tell y'all why Mia is here today. Mia is here today because Jesus told her to stop in to bathe the lake.
But he did.
And he did.
But he did.
And she's my new favorite person on the planet.
I know. When we say that, it sounds overwhelming, but it's true.
It's so true.
It's so true.
And you know the thing I love most about the short time that I've known Mia and have learned very quickly that she, a lot like me, which sounds crazy to a lot of people, has her ears open to God all the time. And so when God nudges her, tells her to do something, she acts on it. And
try my best.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh, listen, we all fail.
I'm naughty.
All of us.
Very naughty sometimes, but I try.
Yeah,
sometimes I'm like, really? Like, I don't think you meant that. Did you really want me to? I'm going to do it.
Uh-huh.
But.
So Mia popped in to bathe at the lake, and y'all, we're gonna create some
It's
stuff.
going to be some shenanigans, so I don't.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Pace yourself.
Yeah. Mia
The Lord is going to be working mighty up in here, y'all. I'm just telling you now.
At least it's going to start preaching if y'all
He knows the way.
He has done great things. He's very
He
clever.
has done great
Yes.
things.
And he remains very clever.
Yes.
Yeah. So Mia is a psychologist and has a practice counseling and psychology practice in Plano or
Dallas.
In Dallas.
It was, so it's turned in. It used to be in private practice, but now I've moved into consulting. So where I spend the majority of my time is in organizational wellness, going into private Christian schools, working with their faculty and staff and administration on social emotional wellness and understanding that as they work with their kids. And then I move into corporation organizations and work with CEOs, CFO, and they're about how to the care and keeping of human beings while they're asking them to produce.
To work hard. Yeah.
Yes. And that is just come in it has just evolved. That's the God part about it, because we talked about that. It was not the plan or the vision.
Right.
I was just going to be a counselor, I had started doing mission work when I was very young, went to a mission-minded college, and just thought I was going to be a missionary. And then it evolved into a therapist, which is kind of the same thing, right? The care and keeping of people, and never dreamed that I then would be called in and paid to, God will bring you where he brings you, right? To that people would be like, we have these companies, they're making all this money, but the people still aren't happy, the employees. So what could be missing? And the care and keeping of a human being. And how do you allow people to bring their full selves into a space and not just ravage them for their talents, but celebrate them for the creation of who they are. So that's what I get to do now.
And
I know
the sermon is over.
It's crazy, but it's real, and I'm so grateful. And then, can I tell the Bay at the Lake story?
Yes, go for it. And then we're going to make bread pudding because she told me that's her husband's favorite thing.
It is.
So we're making it for him.
And he's a great human being. He is. He's the ride or die counterpart to me. But when we bought a property in Pottsboro, Texas. Who even knew? Like, I had been in Texas 20-something years before. I didn't even know there was such a place. And we saw this. It came up online. Husband sent a picture and said, "Hey, what do you think of this?" I said, "Oh, I think that's beautiful. Who's buying that?" And he said, "I think we might try this. Like, it could be a family retreat and all that." And the whole time he's saying that, I was like, "Yes, and it could be so much more. It could be for so many more people. And how blessed are we that we might be the conduit that would allow that." So we're driving to see it, and we had been looking at it for a while. We drive, so he had been taking the highway. I drive down like a straight street. There's a street in North Preston that then connects to the two. Because I like scenery. I want to be reflective. I want to be calm. I don't want to be like fighting for my life on the highway all the time. So we drive down this, and if we didn't drive down Preston, we wouldn't see it. Like if we do the highway, we drive down. I see this little place on the side, but there's a lot of little places on the side.
Yeah.
It says Bay on the Lake, and I say to Tony, my husband, "Hey, that's cute. It's got party lights." Like, I'm very simple. Party lights.
Doesn't take
We
much.
have party lights in our backyard, so we're just like, party lights are always God's sign.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You gotta stop.
She's
right?
cute. We have to stop there.
He is the light of the world, and it is beautiful, and all the things that I'm attracted to. Like, let's go. A light on a hill, kind of a light,
That's
a light on a curve, whatever it is. We stop, and Jennifer has a human being in there.
Yeah.
One of her employees, Michelle, who Tony and I stop in there, and she so welcomes us. Not like, "Hello, how are you?" but just like, almost like she knew us. "It's so good to see you. We're so glad. What can I do for you? Let me tell you what this place is about. Let me make sure you understand where you are." And that in itself was the key to think, for me to say, because you never know, right? It's like a Pretty Woman scene.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. You never know who you're entertaining. You think you know. Right?
But you don't know.
Could be an angel. You don't know. So then I say, so she's doing that, and then we go through and we get through, and I get in the car with Tony. I was like, "Oh, this will be my place." Because Michelle doesn't know anything about me, nor does she know what my plan is or what, but she treated me as if
the image bearer that you are.
She just treated me like, like
human.
Yeah.
So I was like
a beautiful human. Yeah.
It's your lucky day. We're about to, so I think this is, then, of course, so that was just the beginning, because then I met this.
Then I met this. She kept calling me this.
Because it is this. Because she's just in human form.
Yeah.
Because she's just in human form. I mean, this is just your astronaut suit.
Yeah.
But then I met this.
Look at my necklace. See?
Yeah. I know. I already know who you
Light.
are.
Yeah.
Light. Party light.
Yeah.
Big.
Light. Uh-huh. That's what it's about.
We're trying so hard not to have a moment.
I know.
But anyway, that's how so I say that. The only reason I tell that story is because I never know who's watching, and I want to be sure that we're intentional, that it could be that person that knows it is that easy.
Yes.
It is that, like, you can take a chance like that. It doesn't have to be, I need to know your resume, your story, the square footage of your home, where you're from, who your people are, what your political beliefs are, what your denominator. I don't need to know all that.
No.
I just need to know that an image bearer has been presented before me, and that is the lesson.
Yeah.
And so I'm so grateful that I paid attention, because
I am too.
I know.
I am too.
I know, because now I'm standing with you in your kitchen, and it's all great.
Who know.
It's all God. It's
Like
all good. It's all God.
A month ago, she walks in, and I'm like, Mia, like, I want you to come be on my show.
How
which
weird is
I
that?
use that term very loosely, which
Your
I think
show?
is
I like
hilarious.
your show?
My show.
It's going to be. You're speaking into existence what will be.
There you go.
I'm with you. Hey.
So this is mine and Lisa. And Lisa's the producer, of the show.
Lisa's the main
And Mia
friend.
showed up today, and she's like, "So is this it, or is the production crew show up?"
I didn't
We're
say
it.
it like that.
We're it.
Yeah.
It's just us.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
us.
just us.
There's no
It's just
guy. There's no big camera.
And
it's
it is
just us.
and it is enough.
It is. It's
Amen.
always enough, and always know that whatever you're doing to be a light is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you don't always know the whole story. Lisa and
That's
I,
right.
we were all just talking about that, right?
Yeah.
God sits high and looks low. So his perspective and his
Perspective.
vantage point,
Mm.
because you talked about the whole, right, visual.
Yeah.
His is so much more, we're just seeing like frames.
Absolutely.
So you have to be real careful about writing a whole story on a frame.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be with the filmmaker, the producer,
Mm.
because he's written
Come
the story
on.
and he knows the story
That's
and he
right.
knows how it's going to begin and end.
That's right.
You just got to participate in your role in the whole
That's right.
right movie, and then it's going to be greater. I mean, we're here, right?
Yeah.
Looking out at that beauty.
Look at. I know.
Coming over to my beauty.
That's right.
It's gonna be good.
Out the back window.
Out the back
she
window.
She walked downstairs and she's like, "You garden too?"
She's a lot. She's a lot for my spirit, but I appreciate it because I see peace. She's a lot, but it's good.
She's
Like,
a
I'm
lot.
learning. That's
I
God,
know.
like pulling and refining.
But listen,
and even Lisa's doing that to me. Like,
You know what I
let's go,
told
Mia.
her
What?
though? I
What?
said, "All right, go look in my closet." Because that's the real moment.
Wait. But you and Lisa
That's
said
the
we
real
had
moment.
20 to 30 minutes to do this production.
I know we gotta hurry up.
Listen, that's why we got we got.
I know, but then
TV.
she just threw in the closet sermon.
I know we gotta.
Listen,
Okay,
we're
really
gonna start
quickly.
a second segment
gonna
called
st-
"The Lord is Good and Faithful," and we will be coming to you at a different time with that one.
Listen, all right, we are making bread pudding tonight because Mia told me that her husband loves bread
He
pudding.
does.
I
He
said,
loves
"What's
it.
one of your favorite things to make?" And she's like, "Well, I don't really have a favorite thing, but my husband loves bread pudding."
He does.
I am all about food being a love language. It is a huge love language for me, and it's how I was raised. That's how my grandma taught me. And so I want her to love on her husband with this food. And we're both going to love on him tonight. And she's going to take one home. So-
There's so many definitions to that, I think. So many layers to what you just said.
There is, yeah.
Am I supposed to love on him tonight?
No, it's when you hand him this bread pudding,
Okay.
that's
I
love.
didn't know what the expectation was.
No,
You can
no, that's
actively
love.
worship
Handing him the bread pudding and saying, "I told Jennifer you love bread pudding, and look what we created for
And
you."
he's going to say, "You're so awesome, Mia.
See?
I love you."
He's going to think you're wonderful.
He does.
So, and he loves fruit, and I love making bread pudding
Yes.
with fruit. So,
Yes. So when
excuse me. So this is not just a normal, plain old bread pudding, okay?
or should
Can't
it
be with me.
Why would it be?
Why
What
would
is
it
normal?
be?
What is normal?
Why
Yeah.
would it be plain old
Why would it be
bread
when it
pudding?
could be? Yes.
Yes.
Right, yes.
So, what I do when I'm making bread pudding is, first of all, when we have fruit bread at the store, and if for some weird reason it doesn't sell, we throw it in the freezer. Okay? Because it's going to become bread pudding. Everything at Bon Appetit, y'all, typically has more than one life. Okay? We don't waste. We do not waste. And I don't believe in waste. Where are you going?
Everything. We just
Everything
can't,
has
we
no-
can't do it.
So literally, like even all of the fruit and the vegetable stubs off of all the vegetables, we bag them all together, all that awful stuff, and we make stock out of it. Unsold bread, fruit bread, we put in the freezer and we pull it back out if we're having a big event and we're like, everybody's getting fruit bread pudding, you know?
So you repurpose things.
We repurpose.
You see the
Absolutely.
You see the essence and the beauty of things, and you use it over.
Yes, I don't believe in waste and throwing away, and yeah.
It's a sermon, but I'm going to stay
It
focused.
is. All right, we're going to stay focused. So, we freeze the fruit bread, and then when we have an event or whatever, we create this fruit bread pudding. So the other stuff that I used was I didn't want to do all fruit bread because that would be a lot. That would be very intense.
Okay.
And so I had literally day-old hamburger buns. I had day-old croissants.
Okay.
Day-old French bread.
That you froze?
We had it in
Okay.
the freezer.
Okay.
We had anytime we've got old bread, we either make croutons out of it or we freeze it for me to make something else out of it later.
Okay.
Okay? So, and at the end of every week, like we take all of the ends from all of the sandwich bread and all of the French bread and all the things from caterings and we make croutons from them for our salads and for our, see? So, this is bread pudding from scraps.
Love it.
And you can't tell me that you're not going to pull out your bread drawer right now if you open your bread drawer and you don't have some old hamburger buns or hot dog buns.
Y'all got a heel somewhere.
You know you got heels.
Give them give them 5 seconds to go look.
Yeah, so go
Yeah.
look. So what this is, right here, cubed up in this 9x13 glass, like we did the Nana pudding in, is half a loaf of blueberry bread and half a loaf of cranberry bread, and then some hot dog buns and some croissants and some French bread.
So it does not matter the type of bread that you use.
Listen,
Good to know.
if you're making a bread pudding from scratch and you're just going to the store to buy your stuff, I would buy brioche and French bread and croissants.
Okay.
Those, I mean, that's gonna soak up the
But
yumminess
if you
the best.
can't be particular about what you select,
You get what you
But the point
get.
is, freeze what you got when it's going bad and use it later.
That
Okay,
is the point.
That's the point. That's what Mimi taught me. Okay.
Right.
throw me.
So this is blueberry bread, cranberry bread, hot dog buns, croissants, and French bread, cubed up.
And
Okay.
it already looks magnificent.
It's
Yeah.
just good.
If we were someone
So-
who would just eat bread out of a
Yeah.
Because I
So I'm gonna have Mia cut up strawberries because we're gonna put fresh berries in it and mix in with it.
Okay.
To give, and so we're gonna cut these up into. Just give me little pieces like this.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So do that, and then I've got a bowl of blueberries here, and I'm gonna put into this 9x13. I'm gonna put
One
like
cup.
a cup of blueberries. Okay. And Mia's gonna create right about a cup of chopped
Yes, I am.
strawberries. Okay.
Indeed.
In the meantime, if you have looked at your recipe list that I put on our Facebook story, okay, you're going to need, it's very simple. It's stuff you should usually have in your home, okay? It's going to be whipping cream, milk, eggs, sugar,
Good stuff.
vanilla.
It's all love. That's
it.
That's the love recipe.
That's it.
It's love.
A little bit of butter to
Golly.
wipe your thing with first. Your 9x13.
Again,
What are we wiping?
we
What's
cannot
happening?
all be together.
What are we wiping?
You think? You think?
I'm going to need you to bring it up a lot, Taylor. I
Lot
need you to
better.
be specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your 9x13. You got to butter your 9x13. Okay.
It's all good. I just
You're
want
gonna
to be
you're gonna
clarity.
butter that 9x13. Then you're gonna put your bread cubes in there. Then you're gonna put a cup of blueberries, and then you're gonna put a cup of chopped strawberries in there. You're gonna just mix that all up, and then I'm gonna create the stuff that you pour in it. Okay, which is gonna be 6 eggs. I'm gonna crack some 6 eggs. Who we got on there, Lisa?
We got Eleanor. Hello, Eleanor.
Hey, Eleanor.
We got Stacy.
Happy Wednesday, Stacy.
Let's see who else is watching. Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Donna.
Hey, y'all go on and share.
Chrissy. Yeah, y'all share.
Chrissy.
On
Nice
your
to meet
page.
you. Hope
Share,
everyone
share.
had a great day.
Yes.
It's been a windy day, but
It's
been a
windy,
good
but it's
day.
gorgeous. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it is. The wind's gonna start dying down tomorrow afternoon, and we have a Saturday wedding out on the lake, and it's gonna be perfect.
Yes.
I'm so happy for Kim Jameson that she's gonna have 5-mile-an-hour winds,
Bless you,
not
Kim.
20,
Bless you.
and a beautiful tent wedding out on the lake.
Hope it's
So.
a beautiful day.
Yes. The thing I love most about my brides, y'all, Ricky and I, literally, he started this morning. We usually start on Wednesday or Thursday when we have brides for the weekend, and we start praying over those brides in her day. Yeah.
Because the wedding
She's
is
gonna have
spectacular, but it's the
have a good
marriage
day.
that you're praying over.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The pretty is
The
easy.
pretty is good.
The pretty's good.
Yeah.
It's
But
the story.
That's right. That's right. So you're going to
Yes.
start placing those strawberries in there, and then you can just mix it all up.
Love it.
Okay.
Let's go.
So I'm gonna put 2 cups of milk in. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put 1 cup of milk in, and 2 cups of whipping cream. Okay.
Do you want a spoon for Mia or just hands? Or
Oh, she's good. Oh, yeah. Get her like a wooden spoon.
okay.
You
So I've
can.
got 2 cups of whipping cream, 6 eggs, 1 cup of milk. Okay. And I'm gonna do like 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
That good vanilla too, y'all.
Good, that Mexican
Mexican
vanilla
vanilla.
that Katie Bergeron brought me.
Better get only
One of my wonderful, wonderful team members, employees. Okay. And oh, I gotta get another measuring cup. We need 1.5 cups of sugar. Okay, 1.5 cups of sugar.
Hey, Debbie Judkins.
How are you, Debbie? Thanks for joining us. Y'all, I don't have fancy canisters. I got rid of those years ago. I just keep
I'm
clear.
surprised that you have measuring cups
Well,
because you just
I
a
try.
hand is a
I
measure.
try. Yeah,
Pinch.
a lot of times I do.
Tablespoon.
When you're baking, it is more important when you're baking.
What is to have the
Measure.
To have actual measure.
When I'm cooking, I don't ever measure anything. Ever.
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 So what is it? Intuitive?
Feel.
It totally is intuitive. But when you're baking, you want it to be more precise. So this is 1.5 cups of sugar. Okay? All right, you want to whisk that up? You can do it. You
You
can
wanna
do
Yeah.
whip it?
Do I have music's playing?
Whip it.
Whip it good.
Oh, it doesn't have to be.
Into
It,
shape.
no, it didn't.
Oh my
Shape it.
gosh, I
Lisa?
almost
You get you.
I almost saved the video of Moira and
Fold the cheese. Did you
folding
see it?
the cheese in.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
Schitt's Creek.
Oh my God.
What?
It's called Schitt's Creek.
Oh, I've seen. Oh, I can't even say that word because Jesus, I can't.
It's a last name.
I
their
saw,
last
no, I
name.
saw the show.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen it. It's brilliant. I love that kind of humor.
I mean, folding the cheese. Don't say fold.
There's so many
What does it
connotations
mean
with
to
cheese.
fold?
I don't. What does it mean to
What
cut?
does it mean to
What's
fold?
the difference between fold and cutting? The
Oh,
cheese.
totally different.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have children. Yes.
Oh
I do.
my gosh,
What's
that's
your favorite song to
hilarious.
sing?
Oh.
Like that.
I'm terrible on the spot of knowing stuff. Like country or gospel or
Gospel.
like
Gospel.
when I'm leading worship or
Okay, whatever.
I'm terrible with song names. Like
What do you like to sing? Just sing it. You don't have to tell the title.
No, I'm not gonna sing. I don't
Yes.
hear me sing.
What do you like to sing?
Well, so for years after we came off the road doing country, for years I helped lead worship at our church,
That's what I know.
and so anytime I'm.
What's your favorite song?
But my roots are gospel, not
What is-
like praise and worship.
What is your favorite gospel song?
You like Red Rock.
Oh, I love Red Rock, but that's praise and worship. That's not gospel.
You just want some
let's
gospel.
do gospel.
That's not gospel.
Let me show you.
Gospel song. I'm trying to think of some of the old ones I used to sing. Oh goodness. See, I'm terrible.
Think about it. What's your favorite? What speaks to your heart and soul? Like, what do you sing when you're in the bathroom getting ready or whatever? Like,
Depends on the day. Depends. Some days it's praise and worship. Some days it's old gospel song. But I tell you what. You know what? Every time I'm stressed or
Yes.
in turmoil,
Okay, let's go
it's
there.
always an old hymn.
And
Always.
What's your favorite hymn?
Because I know all the words.
I know. What's your favorite hymn? When you're most stressed, when you're most put out, feeling kind of detached from the world.
It is well.
It is well. Be thou my vision. I mean, there's just so many. I can't. Almost you can say just about any like hymn, and I can know all the
It
words.
is well is a good one, right?
Yeah.
When peace
Yeah.
like a river,
Oh.
attend my souls. Yeah. No
I think
matter
you whipped
my
it
fault.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's right.
God has taught me to say, even though
It is well.
with my soul,
Mm-hmm.
it is well.
With my soul, with my soul,
It is well.
it is well with
my soul.
There you go.
I'm gonna throw my shoe, y'all. I'm gonna throw my shoe across the room.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
We good?
Yes.
Pour it.
Okay.
You're gonna pour it.
All right.
You're
here we
looking
go.
awesome.
There we
We
go.
just poured it. See, now she can say she made this for her husband
I can.
with love
He'll be like, girl.
while
And you
singing.
can be like, I have a picture to prove it.
And
Or a video.
That's right.
Who doesn't have video that's with it now?
Yeah. So then the last thing we're gonna do, hey, could you look in my pantry for powdered sugar? I totally forgot about that.
Yes.
Because we have to make a little icing to go on top of this wonderful bread pudding. So
You're
this
making
is what I
crumbs?
do when I'm making bread pudding. And you can use this.
Press it?
You want to squish it down in there.
Okay.
Yeah. You want to get all that bread like covered up in the goop.
In the goop.
Because that's the good stuff.
That's what makes it moist, I would think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not too.
And I will say though, I do love a crispy edge when
Yes.
it comes. Yeah.
Love me a crispy edge. Powdered sugar.
Love a crispy
That's
edge.
good. I love it.
Love a crispy edge. Okay. And then we're going to make a little bit of. And we talked about this not too long ago. Just a little drizzle for the top of your. What were we doing that I made this for? Oh, the dessert pizza.
Is it the crumbles or the drizzle?
Oh, we did a drizzle on top of one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking the other night though about the little crumble stuff that you make
Were you
for the
thinking
top.
about it just
Yeah.
all by yourself?
I was
Butter
like,
and
I was
brown
at home, I was
sugar
like,
and
how do I
flour?
make that
Just in
again?
my quiet time, I was thinking about.
How do I make the brown little crumbles?
Just like how to
Yeah.
crumbles. Did I do well?
You
You did amazing.
Right. Look
Okay.
at that. Show it to him beautifully.
Beautiful. I don't know how to
It's-
show beautifully, but
It's
there you
Show
go.
it to him beautifully.
The beautiful hands of Liz with the waterways. There you go.
There you go. So, here's the secret to a good drizzle.
That's going to go on now.
No.
Oh,
when
after,
it
right?
cut- yeah, when
So
it's hot.
Okay.
You want it
yes.
to go on there when
then
it's
you're
hot.
going to do the beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you're making a little powdered sugar drizzle, you got to be careful with how much milk you put in there because you can go way too loose really quickly. But you want it to stay firm enough to drizzle and not just be a mess. So see this? This is the consistency that you want. And so I put in there I put a cup of powdered sugar, and I literally ended up pouring in. I started with 2 tablespoons of milk, and I probably put in another tablespoon of milk. So do it a little at a time so that you make sure your consistency is right and not overly milky.
Do you ever add anything to it, like vanilla or bourbon or
Absolutely. Yes.
just checking?
Yes. Bourbon is fantastic in it. But a lot of times when I do a bourbon sauce, though, you want to cook that down with brown sugar and butter and then add this.
Okay.
And it makes it really good.
You whispered that like
But
they wouldn't.
really good. Really good. but you would do that. I would put a bourbon. I would make that if I did this with like brown sugar and pecan bread
yes.
pudding.
I'm pretty sure this is
And then I make a bourbon sauce to go over it.
Part 2.
But this is more springy to me,
It is.
Eastery.
It's gonna be
So
delicious.
we can make this for Easter
Yeah.
coming up,
He is
or
right.
spring and summer with your fresh fruit. And so all you want is that simple little milk and powdered sugar glaze.
Beautiful.
I think
Yeah.
this one might be ready.
You want me to clear?
Are we coming
are
out?
Clearing anything?
So we are clearing.
where are we going? Over
You
here.
want to check
Yeah.
and make sure that I'm not.
And I'm going to put just a few more
Golden
blueberries
lovely.
right on top there, okay? Because I love extra blueberries. All right. And we can go away with this. That's falling. Okay. And then let's switch out
Switching out.
the cooked and the
Yes.
raw one.
Oh my gosh. Are you saying that this one is going to look like that?
It will.
I
Yeah.
don't believe you.
Isn't that awesome?
Don't believe it.
Oh, look how beautiful that is.
Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, this is one of those smell-o-vision moments that I wish so bad y'all could smell it.
I need somebody to get a smell-o-vision.
You can time it?
Yeah.
Time it?
No.
How long does it take?
Here's the problem with me. I don't ever time anything. So, what time is it?
It is
What time?
5:59.
She's so
Look, we're
pretty.
so good at timing. I mean, seriously, I'm not kidding. God is good. Every single show is right on 30 minutes, and I don't even mean to.
It means it was meant to
See?
be.
Yes.
But
So
this
look
is
at this.
Gorgeous. My gosh.
Can y'all see it? Can you see how
Yes,
beautiful it
they
is?
can.
Show it. Let me see how you show.
Well, this is really hot.
Do you want me to get the other?
Hold on, let me get another.
That is beautiful.
But you're gonna drizzle it. You wanna drizzle pretty.
It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Look at that.
Gorgeous, I say.
See?
Okay,
Smells
now we're gonna-
so good.
And okay, here's another really quick tip. Okay, so if you are serving this in the morning, then I'm going to tell you to you can do one of two things depending on how much time you have before you're serving it the next day. Okay, you can do one of two things. You can either just assemble it with the wet ingredients and put it in the fridge and pull it out the next morning. Let it come to room temperature, so about 20 to 30 minutes. It's best if you let it sit out, and then put it in the oven, because you don't ever want to put something really cold straight into the oven. So you're going to put that in the oven and bake it for, it's been in there for about 40 minutes, okay, guys? This took about 40 minutes
what
to bake.
temperature?
At 350.
50, okay.
So, or if you know you're going to be on a tighter timeline, go ahead and what I call par bake it the night before. So, like when people pick up breakfast casseroles or this sort of thing from us and we know they're going to serve it hot the next day, we par bake it so that your milky ingredients are completely set. Okay, so you're half baked.
Okay.
So at the store, we would bake it for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It's set, and then you're going to cover it, and then you're going to pull it out the next morning and finish it off.
Wow.
Yeah. So then you would only have to bake it the next day for 20 to 30 minutes.
So it's about
ready.
efficiency at that point, right? Okay, I've heard about putting it in the day, making it before and setting
Yeah.
it, but like the
You could par bake it.
par bake it.
Par bake it so it'll set. Okay.
That's a sermon,
Yeah.
but I'll keep it to myself.
I'm going to make notes. We got about 10 signs.
So we're gonna a couple of things coming up at the farm. First of all, next Friday is our very first dinner of the season, Spanish tapas.
Yay, so
Yes,
excited
I'm so
for you.
excited. 6, y'all, after a year of not really having
Absolutely.
events, I'm super excited to have everyone here at the farm. 6 courses of Spanish tapas paired with 6 wines. But coming up after that, we have Daryl Worley coming for our farm to table dinner. May 16th, we have a big tent revival.
Woo!
Big tent revival with Linda Davis, Daryl Worley, Curtis Grimes, Josh Weathers, and a slew of local talent for 8 straight hours of music.
Yes.
And it's going to be amazing. So stay tuned for that. But also coming up in the fall, the things that we are working on, we're going to bring back Gather and Grow, which we haven't been able to do in a year and a half.
Praise God.
And which is a gathering of women for a whole day. And we have different speakers come in. We do a craft. We do lunch together. We do fellowship together. It's wonderful. And then we're also bringing back Vintage Barn Sale.
Fun.
It's so awesome. We have like 75 vendors set up in the field and
When I win
antiques
weak,
and
he has to be my strength.
Have those pockets.
I was on an auction hour with Jennifer.
oh no, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I won.
You,
I'm pretty sure you did.
She
I was
won.
like, Mia's got it.
she won by buying the most things.
I'm pretty sure
So-
I won.
Mia's
So
got
anyway,
Yeah.
guys, thanks so much for joining us. Mia,
It's a pleasure.
we're going deeper next time.
We're going
girl.
deeper.
We
We're going to
are.
keep it going. It'll probably
We're
be a
gonna-
series.
We have to.
We'll do a series.
We have to.
Yes, it's a pleasure.
So thanks for joining us.
Bye,
Share
guys.
the recipe with those that you know want it, and screenshot it, save it.
I wish they could smell
Super
it.
simple.
Oh, I
know.
wish you could smell it.
It's so good.
So good.
So y'all enjoy. See you next week.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Be blessed.